Well, how do we solve this issue because it's getting out of control? Hey guys, Noella here, and I thought I'd do God's work. Being that now I'm working in health service medical tourism here in Lithuania, I thought I would give an input. I'm actually like at work. I have a client who's had some work done, and I am taking care of her recovery, everything, so she doesn't have to lift a finger. But let's leave that and just talk generally, like 7 million on the waiting list. It saddens me. I think the situation is way worse than even in my country, which is like a third world country. But how do we resolve this? Because I'm speaking really as a person who is looking at this thing from outside in, so I could be wrong and I stand to be corrected. But what are my thoughts? This is really people are suffering, people have suffered for so long, and they are stuck in indecision for the longest time, which is sad. Of course, it could be the financial perspective of it, like how with NHS you have contributed your money, you expect them to give you a service, but they are not. So what are you supposed to do? So I think getting out that financial side, that is a lot of work, and but also I think once the financial aspect is figured out, there are a lot of people who are stuck in indecision because NHS has failed. Not everybody will afford private. Like I was googling, looking at some treatments, not even plastic surgery, but just treatments like health related things like colonoscopy is like £3,000. Not so many people can afford £3,000. Oh, look at hip replacement, knee surgery. What else? Things to do with your heart, LASIK technology. A lot of UK residents will have to go abroad. I know they're trying, but also there is, as I said, people are stuck in indecision because I think it could be because there is not enough information. But you also have to understand with European countries, they don't speak English. Yeah, Spanish, French, this side Lithuania, I don't know, different languages. So there is a little bit of shortage of targeted English services that caters to this need probably, and like that is I think a very huge gap. Basically, clinics here, like I will speak for Lithuania because that's where I'm living, and I would like to believe it's the same way in other countries. Their marketing team is deeply concerned with the local market because you cannot rely on a foreign market. It doesn't make sense for as a business model. So a lot of their ads, whatnot, their approach, their strategies, the content they make would be in their local language, not so much in English, which is it is what it is really, but it has left a huge gap, and people want to go abroad but they're not sure where to go. They don't know the doctors, they don't know the clinics, but also I think it takes extra effort because I'm speaking as somebody who came to Lithuania as an international student. While my program was in English, there is different but still it's not like it was being advertised to me. It's just that you have to know somebody or you hear about the hip replacement in private, an average of 12,500 pounds. That is a lot of money an ordinary person cannot afford, while in this size probably is going to be like 60% of that, or even less. Let's talk about half. 5,000. I've seen 5,500, but this is with accommodation, with rehabilitation. Like the package itself is £5,500, so you can see everything, and you reduce so much pain. It's important to understand that when you delay so much in such discomfort, especially health related, let me not even start speaking about cancer, because if you have cancer stage 1, the probability of having it develop to stage 3 in 3 months is like 90%. So you've just come from a place where it could have been treated, it could have been operated on, to somewhere where this is like risky. It has how do they say, it has gone into other organs of the body, mutated. I don't. It is sad, and I acknowledge that probably we need to do things a little bit different. And you, as a somebody who is sick, needs to have a little bit more courage. I'm challenging you, a little bit of courage to seek out this information. Talk to people, ask questions, go online. I think just waiting for you to hear of somebody who went here is very, it's a slow way of making decision, as opposed to you seeking out information and looking out for clinics. A lot of clinics, they will respond to you with in quite a good time frame, and then make the decision. I think we can reduce so much suffering if people start to be more open-minded and take a little bit of risk. It's your health, I understand. It's difficult for you to be like, I'm going to another country to start for treatment, but it's also worse that you're sitting in this pain at home. And doctors, of course, they say some people, because you've had so much pain, like when in hip replacement especially, of course, cancer, you die if you don't seek treatment within time, sadly. But when you talk about hip replacement, like a surgery that will have taken, if you would have come like 5 years ago or even 3 years, surgery would have taken like three hours, ends up taking like 5 hours, because there was so much other complications that they need to start dealing with. I'm speaking as a concerned person that this is going on for far too long, and people are suffering, and we have to find a solution, a sustainable solution. And I think traveling abroad is a good alternative. The finances part, I don't know, this is very, very personal. I cannot tell you what to do, but I'm just here to tell you that there are clinics abroad, not only in Lithuania. You can even go to Spain. I saw one lady, she went to Egypt, but I don't know if Egypt is in EEA. You can go to Turkey, just do something to reduce this suffering that you're going through. I can imagine like cardiology, if you have a problem with your heart, how do you start waiting? I don't know. It's dynamic, but I'm also sure that there's like maybe 550,000, even more, because in the 7 million on the waiting list, like maybe 1% are seeking to go outside the UK for treatment. So this is just, please be open-minded. Even if you find a good clinic in Poland, go to Poland. If you want to find something in Estonia, go to Estonia. Let us try to simplify these things. Ask questions, meet the doctors, and good thing with a lot of doctors, you can meet them online. You can have a Zoom, and you have to be able to ask questions. If he answers your questions and you feel satisfied, book him, go for so. Let us just reduce the suffering. This is what I'm saying. This is the message for this video. Okay, let me get back to work. Click, comment, subscribe. I'm gonna leave my email in case you have any questions and you want to, I don't know, if you need any help. Like, I am here to serve. I enjoy serving. This is why I did social work. Yeah. Anyways, bye for now, and I will see you on another vlog. Thank you for watching.